We're lucky. We get to talk to meteorologists, and when you ask them why they got into the field, they'll often say it stems from a fascination in storms at an early age.
But that fascination doesn't always start with real storms, and that is the case for many storm trackers born in the 90s.
All new tonight at 10, Hayden Balgavy shows us the way Hollywood influenced the world of weather.
We are currently in the heart of severe weather season here in Arkansas, and we rely heavily on meteorologists using the latest technology to keep us safe. Well, tonight we catch up with some of these scientists whose interest in the atmosphere came from a box office hit. From the warnings,
we could still see a tornado,
to the roar, to the wreckage. A tornado outbreak can look like a Hollywood script come to life.
There's so many severe weather events that's happened in our state. It's almost hard to take in at times.
Zachary Hall is a storm tracker based out of Northwest Arkansas.
Every single day I'm trying to stay in the loop. What's coming up next?
Ironically, it was a movie that helped inspire Hall's fascination with the forecast.
Another cow.
Actually, I think that was the same one.
Twister is a classic. I remember watching it as a little kid. I was already interested in weather. It definitely had an impact on me as a child, and I've watched it probably 1,000 times.
Now, 28 years later, the summer box office hit is getting a sequel.
If you feel it, chase it!
Much like the visual effects in these films, the way twisters are tracked is much different than it was in 1996. Thanks to ever-changing technology, warning systems are more advanced, giving people more time to prepare and take cover.
Oh my gosh.
The enhanced Fujita scale, created more than 10 years after the original movie, is a more accurate way of rating a tornado's intensity. And Doppler radar allows meteorologists to better track systems and see debris picked up by a tornado.
You'll have these red dots of people's location all the way around a storm. If we know somebody should have a good view based on our understanding of the geometry of what we're seeing on radar, based on where they are, we can call them and say, hey, can you look to the northeast? What is it you're looking at right now?
Along the dry line, the Cape is nuts there.
Dennis Kavanaugh is the warning coordination meteorologist for the National Weather Service in Little Rock.
Storm spotters and sometimes storm chasers can play a crucial role into filling in that information gap that remote sensing can't handle alone.
Much like Hall, Kavanaugh was a big fan of the original film before he became a meteorologist.
I thought everything in it was scientifically accurate. I didn't know any better. So I did. I looked at it and it was really exciting.
But he is quick to point out it is much different than reality.
It's exciting stuff. Now, of course, it's a movie. Like any Hollywood movie, they're going to downplay how dangerous it is.
Of course, you don't have to be Bill Paxton or Glenn Powell chasing EF5 tornadoes in a pickup truck to enter into the field of weather. Kavanaugh thinks the sequel has a chance to excite a new generation of weather enthusiasts.
Will probably be, again, not necessarily scientifically accurate, but it will be exciting. It'll be focused on weather, and putting those aspects together probably will inspire a decent group of Gen Z to at least look into meteorology to see what jobs are available.
Inspiration to even create his own brand as Hall, or the Arkansas Storm Tracker, as he's known to his over 200,000 followers on Facebook.
So I try to do whatever I can to make sure that people are in the loop and they know what's coming, and coexist with our local meteorologists and National Weather Service offices. That way nobody's left behind when it comes to weather information.
Twisters was directed by Lee Isaac Chung, who spent part of his childhood growing up in Lincoln, Arkansas. The movie will be released this summer on July 19th.